to Hephbot's overview of the latest IGG update to Lords Mobile. I'm your friendly neighborhood llama, and I will be your spiritual guide to this update. First and foremost, we can see that with this new update, we're going to get a new event called Kingdom Labors, which unlocks at Castle Level 10. It seems to have similar mechanics to Guildfest in that you can complete labors, you earn points, and you can claim rewards based off of those points. Now there's going to be two new things also being included in that new event. The first thing is the Technolab, which allows you to complete research instantly with certain restrictions. And the second item, the Gold Pass, which is just an item that you can pay for and claim even more rewards, much like what you can do with the login gifts, where you can pay a certain amount of money and allow you to collect an extra set of rewards. The next item in the notes that we see is a change in how migration works to newly opened kingdoms. What I mean by this is that after the restricted period ends in that new kingdom, it will remain partially restricted, only allowing some players to migrate to that kingdom. This is a major shift from how it works today, where if the player had enough scrolls to migrate to that brand new kingdom, they could do so instantly once the restrictions were over. Now there's going to be an extended partial restriction on that kingdom, which means that only some players will be allowed to migrate to it once it opens up, possibly creating a window for smaller players and new players to better learn the mechanics and grow a bit more before the kingdom fully opens up to all players. The next item in the update notes is an update to the login gifts, which will now refresh after claiming 21 days worth of gifts versus claiming 21 days worth of gifts, waiting a certain period of time, and then having those gifts refresh. Now it will just refresh right after the 21 days. Last but not least in the update list is an update to the mailbox UI. Not much to say about this, except that IGG for a while now has been doing an overhaul of the in-game graphics of the game, making it look more polished and better. So it is a welcomed update to see the mailbox finally getting its turn at a facelift. Once you've updated your game, you will notice that there is a new splash screen. Not much else to say about this, except it looks pretty and shiny. Jumping right into the Kingdom Labors update, we can see a little bit more information. We see that new labors will appear every 7 days. You can complete them to earn your points. Once you have enough points, you can claim the corresponding prizes. And after reaching 4,000 points, you can collect bonus prizes for every 100 points you gain after that. Now, if you got the Gold Pass, you claim even more prizes and are also allowed to spend gems to purchase event points, which means that that can go even faster and let you get even more prizes quicker. Now, a big thing to note is that some laborers will have a time limit associated with them and they cannot be completed after they expire. So be on the lookout for those kind of labors because they will be timed, and once that time runs out, you will not be able to do them. Lastly is that Kingdom Labors will be a monthly event. This event will feature different labors and event points based on every reset per month. So be on the lookout for that as they will be resetting. Now, looking at the Kingdom Labors screen itself, we can see that there's two tabs. One is the Road to Riches, where you collect your prizes, and the other is your labors. Much like Guildfest, you have your labors that you have to complete, earn points, and then in your Roads to Riches tab, there you can purchase the Gold Pass, see how many points you have, and go ahead and collect any corresponding prizes that you have gotten. If you scroll all the way to the right in the Roads to Riches, you can see at the very end that it maxes out at that 4,000 points, and you get whatever those prizes are. Now, if you got the Gold Pass, you get extra gifts. If you don't, oh well. But after every 100 points, you can see that there's 2 more boxes there for bonus prizes, and you can collect those after every extra 100 points that you get. Clicking over to the labors tab, we can see what labors we have available to us during that week. If there's a time limit on them, we'll see that here. We also get to see when the next set of labors are going to be released, as well as if we've completed a labor, we can go ahead and collect on them. Much like Guildfest, once you're done with your mission, you still have to hit collect to get the points for that, and this works in a very similar fashion. So in this screen, we can see the updated UI, which has the new button finished with Technolab. What this means is that this new button will allow you to finish automatically this research with just Technolab. That means that you don't use any resources, you don't use any speed ups, you just use however many Technolabs it requires. Now, a thing to note is that you'll probably still need tomes if your research requires it, but a neat thing is that even if you have an ongoing research and you want to complete something else, you can do so with Technolabs, which is really nice. In this screen here, we can see the changes to the migration update that we talked about, where new kingdoms will now be partially restricted after they unbubble. So here is just a graphical representation of that. Not much else I can say except there it is. And finally here we have the updated mailbox UI. Just take it in. I mean, it's just a simple update to how it used to look. It now just falls in place with everything else that IGG has done to the other parts of the UI, which is nice, since now the game feels a little bit more complete. Other than that, there's not much else to say about it. And that concludes our overview of the latest update to Lords Mobile. Hopefully you found the information contained in this video helpful. If so, please hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps us out. I've been your friendly neighborhood llama. Thank you so much. Have a great day.